Alright everybody, welcome to Psykos Platters, episode 233. Always powered by coffee and Spider-Man, Spider-Man, I wish it was a Spider Pig coffee mug. Spider Pig. Anywho, so welcome to part 2 of the return of the cheap CD haul. That's right, return of the cheap CD haul. At the end of the video, I want to briefly mention some more updates on the 500 sub contest, which concluded yesterday, okay? But let's just get started on everything. I actually found more of the cheap CDs from the original 3-part CD haul that never made it into this video. So we're going to go to those first. So this stack here is all 75-cent stuff. All right, 75-cent CD. The rest of them are going to be 50 cents. Yes. By the way, thanks for watching part 1. I've gotten a lot of nice comments about that signed Rodriguez CD that I got. Still haven't had a chance to listen to it, but I can't wait to. So, you people that watched the Elvis Part 3 CD haul where it was all Elvis, I found a couple more of that Elvis collection box set. Of course, disc 15, Blue Hawaii, front and back, and I think I mentioned in the video that yes, I had Moody Blue, disc 50, the final disc in the Netherlands box set from '96. Like I said, very happy to find this. I went and determined that I ended up with over half the box set. That's not too shabby if you think about it. Like I said, it's 75 cents a piece for perfectly clean Elvis CDs. I'm not going to pass it up ever. All right, this one I thought was kind of cool, and it's sealed for that matter too. These also, like I said, were 75 cents. They came out that way, even though they say $1.50 on the tag. That's not the case. From '94, I'm a huge Kiss fan, but I never had the CD of Kiss My Ass. Yeah, classic Kiss regrooved. Maybe you've got this CD. If you don't, you're looking at very strange, from Lenny Kravitz to Garth Brooks, Anthrax, Gin Blossoms, Toad the Wet Sprocket, Shandy's Addiction, Dinosaur Jr. Extreme, Lemonheads, Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, and Yoshiki. All on here. I think it's pretty cool. Now, I know I can't remember, kids, if Kiss actually backs Garth on Hard Luck Woman. That would be the Gene, Paul, Bruce Kulick, Eric Singer lineup. Or it's just the video. I can't remember. It's been a while. But needless to say, it's nice to find this. Still sealed. I showed you before about Sinatra and the Summit. Frank, Dean, and Sammy in Chicago in '62. Well, I found this one too. Sinatra at the Sands, arranged and conducted by Quincy Jones. Yes, if I remember correctly, this is an early '60s, early to mid '60s actually. Sinatra. I kind of have a soft spot for Frank. I don't listen to a lot of it, but when I do, it's thoroughly enjoyable. Opinionated statement coming up. Is it just me, or what's the deal in the last couple months with, there's like, I think 3 different Elton John tribute CDs from various artists. I remember seeing 2 of them at Walmart. I think there's another one I saw online. The man's not dead yet. Most people do tribute CDs when people are dead, right? Mostly. But then again, saying that, I don't understand why they put them out, because I found this one. And I remember 2 rooms. The reason why I got this, truthfully, was for The Who. Trivia note, if I remember correctly, for a very long time, this was the last new Who song you got. This, I think, is 90, if I remember correctly. 91, excuse me. So you've got your Roger, Pete, and John Entwistle lineup on Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting. Before that, they ended up doing 2 tracks for the Iron Man. for Pete Townsend, which that ended up being turned into Iron Giant, if you're a Disney fan, which I liked those tunes, Fire and Dig. Those were excellent from '89. But this would be your last released with the three of them. And I always kind of thought, I'm like, what the hell, you know, why it took so long for a new Who album to come out. And, you know, I mean, they should have at least had one more while John was alive, and it didn't happen. But, like I said, you got Clapton, Kate Bush, Sting, The Who, Beach Boys, Wilson Phillips, Joe Cocker, No Talent Hack, John Bon Jovi, Tina Turner, Hall & Oates, Rod Stewart, Aletta Adams, I don't know who that is, Bruce Hornsby, Sinead O'Connor, Phil Collins, and George Michael. All provided tunes on that. Classic Old and Gold, Dion and the Belmonts, their best. I think this is part of a box set, but I don't care. It's pretty cool. It's from '88. A lot of wonderful stuff. I like Dion and the Belmonts. Not one of my favorite movies, but I really kind of like the soundtrack to Top Gun. Take my breath away. Yeah, I never said I could sing, but that's not why I bought this. Even though it's got that on there. And it's certainly not because of Highway to the Danger Zone. No, it's not that. You realize I don't edit these things for a reason. Although those songs are alright. Mighty Wings from Cheap Trick. That's why I got this. Yes, Cheap Trick's on the Top Gun soundtrack. And one of my favorite crushes from the 80s, Pat Benatar. Yes, her and Joan Jett. I love them still. But anyways, I got this one too, of course. So that was the last of the 75 centers. 50 centers. Best of the Blues Brothers. Oh, I love the Blues. I did love the Blues Brothers. I know it was in essence a fake thing. Jake and Elwood. I get that. I enjoyed the movie. Damn it. I like that Belushi and Aykroyd really weren't mocking them. They were respecting the blues. It was two white boys trying to do it justice to it, give it its own spin. So I finally have this one because I never had that one. Ray Charles, Genius Loves Company. I actually got this years and years ago. Of course, this is the last recorded work he did with duets and everything. As of course it says, Natalie Cole, Elton John, Norah Jones, B.B. King, Gladys Knight, Diana Krall, Michael McDonald, Johnny Mathis, Van Morrison, Willie Nelson, Bonnie Raitt, and James Taylor all contributed to this early 2000s for Ray. Love Blues Traveler, but I never had the first CD. My favorite so far is still 4. I love 4. I actually found the Beatles. Found Let It Be. I like Let It Be. I do. It was actually one of the first Beatle albums I ever had on cassette. Velvet Underground and Nico. Nice to have this for 50 cents. Waiting. Oh, the man. Anywho, I kind of like this album. I've heard lots of things off of this album. Nice to have, though, for that one as well. That's my second one. Managed to get a little bit of jazz. Chet Baker, the 50s. Can't wait to listen to some of that, because I really don't know Chet Baker very well. And the best of Thelonious Monk. Got that, the Blue Note years. So, that'll be nice. Found some more Floyd. I showed you Saucerful last episode. This one's Wish You Were Here. I have that. Some more Stones. Both discs, great condition. Love You Live from '78 for the Some Girls tour. I like the Kinks. Come Dancing with the Kinks. 1977 to '86, the Arista years. I like some of the material from the Arista years, actually. Come Dancing, though, is not really one of my favorites. I'll listen to it, but I can think of other ones on here. I really can. I like Destroyer, of course. Just, a bunch of other ones. They had a live album, low budget. Nice stuff. Nice stuff. Celluloid Heroes Live. I always like that tune, too. Candlebox. I actually like Candlebox's early stuff. This is the Lucy CD. I saw them a few years back, actually. They came to town. Barely anyone showed up. It was a big mistake. I don't even think 200 people showed up for the concert. I never saw this one before, truthfully, and I'm wondering if this is an import. The Free Story. Very, very cool. Of course, we're talking about Paul Rogers and Simon Kirke, Andy Fraser, Paul Kossoff. Free, ladies and gentlemen, which of course was before Bad Company. Everyone, you know, pretty much knows All Right Now. It's the only one they ever play on the damn radio. But I mean, you know, it's just that I like Fire and Water as well, and Steeler, and Mr. Big. I love Mr. Big, The Hunter. Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. Free has always been underrated. And then lastly, ladies and gentlemen, you know, I remember when this first came out. I'm trying to think what year this is. I apologize. It's been a very long few days, guys. I have to apologize for not researching very much this time. But this might have been the last Clapton album I actually liked. Me and Mr. Johnson, which of course was a tribute album. Some of Billy Preston's last work is on this one. If I remember correctly, I think the final thing Billy Preston did that was released was on Red Hot Chili Pepper Stadium Arcadium. But this was like one of the penultimate ones for Billy on here. And I remember they actually did play on the radio. God, what's this song? Man, oh man. I'm tired, guys. I know they played a track off of here, and it swung. Man, it swung. I was like, hey, Eric still got it, because, you know, I don't know what it is with him. Man, oh man, I know the people in the 60s. I guess I had to have been there. You know, Eric Clapton was gold back in the UK, you know? And I liked his 60s work. I liked Cream, of course. I've got the Mayall Blues Breakers album with him. Not an original, but a second press. And I appreciate all that 60s stuff and the 70s stuff. 461 Riverside. Oh, of course, Derek and the Dominoes. That kind of stuff. I love all that stuff. It just seems like, to me, from the mid-70s on, is it just my imagination, or did things kind of just go down some? And then, you know, it's expected when a family tragedy happens, like his son dying. You know, I think that took the wind out of his sails, mostly, in his heart anyway. But that's my guess. Like I said, I don't like everything Clapton's put out, but like I said, this is the last one that I thoroughly enjoyed from him. I know they've got something coming out from Clapton with a little bit of archival stuff from the never finished second Derek and the Dominoes album. I may be looking forward to listening to those tracks. I'd like to hear that as well. So that's it for the rest of that CD stuff. Like I said, I may end up getting one more trip from that store, but I'm not guaranteeing it on this. The last update I will mention before the video for 500 subs contest, which ended yesterday. These are the ones that were updated with videos. Congaman, I hope I pronounced that right, my friend. Your video is very good. I liked it. Especially that Lennon and McCartney pieces. Man, oh man. Adam 8.